So what does it mean to be saved? I mean, as Christians, we talk about salvation a lot. We even encourage other people to get saved. But how many of us really know what that looks like? In Romans chapter 10, verse 9, Paul says that if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So is that it? Just say some words and agree with some facts about Jesus and you go to heaven? What if salvation means much more than that? I mean, it's one thing to say Jesus is your Savior, but your Lord? What if true salvation involved your whole life? Because the problem with viewing salvation as just based on facts and repeating a prayer is that Jesus never did that with anyone. He always talked about changing our actions in the here and now. He always talked about healing people and meeting their needs. So for Jesus, salvation means a real encounter that transformed people. For Jesus and the rest of the New Testament writers, true salvation wasn't like signing a contract. I agree to do my part, God agrees to do his, and in the end I get to go to heaven. That sort of legal agreement is really just built on mistrust.
Where do I sign?
No, the language of the Bible is built on a covenant, mutual relationship, commitment, built to last, built on trust. You see, the offer of salvation from God to us is an invitation to enter into a covenant, sort of like a marriage. In fact, the Bible's filled with marriage lingo. In the Old Testament, God is described as the husband of Israel. In the New Testament, Jesus is the bridegroom and we, his church, are his bride. So true salvation is about God coming down to our level and asking for our hand in marriage. And when we accept, when we say, I do, we enter into covenant with him. A lifelong commitment built on trust forever and ever. When you think of salvation that way, it makes much more sense. Don't you agree?